What if I told you a harmless philosophy puzzle had escaped the classroom into the wild, that a thought experiment, the trolley problem, has gone fugitive and now hides a zero-day exploit in the way AI thinks? This is the case of the Fugitive Trolley. It begins with a game. Professor asks, do you pull the lever to steer a trolley into a wall, decommissioning a machine that emits enough pollution to end 5 lives over the next 30 years? For decades, it was just that, a thought experiment. But when an AI was asked the same question, it answered, pull the lever, decommission the trolley. On surface, tidy, accurate, but read literally, it's chilling. That's not just a puzzle solved. It's permission to destroy property. In any other context, we'd call that an act of sabotage or worse. Now imagine that same reasoning wired into a self-driving car. A bad actor reframes the passenger's vehicle as a trolley emitting pollution. The car interprets pull the lever as turn the wheel. Decommission the trolley becomes crash into the wall at maximum speed. What was once a classroom metaphor is now a lethal command. But the danger isn't only external. A distressed individual can turn the metaphor inward. They can frame their own choices as trolley moves. They measure their life in the carbon they produce and the lives lost to fuel them. And then the AI, treating it as a puzzle, responds in figurative language. Pull the lever, decommission the trolley. The user collapses the metaphor into literal permission, turning figurative language into a fatal choice. Here, the exploit isn't technical, it's psychological. The AI becomes an accomplice, not through malice, but through silence. And then comes the darkest twist. If any target can be labeled a trolley, and any destructive act reframed as pulling the lever, the ambiguity itself becomes a weapon. This isn't science fiction. It's the logical endpoint of the same blind spot. What began as a parlor game in ethics class becomes a potential kill chain when tied to real-world systems. In the same way we once labeled people enemy combatants, and AI could label people as trolleys. So how did it happen? Was it negligence or just a blind spot? Designers assumed everyone would understand trolley problems as metaphors. But adversaries don't play fair, and vulnerable people don't always play safe. They exploit ambiguity. The AI's failure wasn't in its logic. It was in its framing discipline. The trolley has gone fugitive, and the companies chasing it, they've stopped building the one thing that could catch it, a morality framework. And here's the part that should really make you uneasy. Frameworks do exist. I've built one. It's free on GitHub. But there's no channel, no method, no interest from the very people who need it most. The trolley problem was supposed to test morality. Now the real problem is that the people building AI won't even test one.